Old Musician's Blog 89. Well, there I was sitting at home, and I'm looking on the internet, and I see this really good article done about our daughter, and talking about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, and how concise and ordered her thinking is, and how she's able to be a really good writer and have her thoughts coalesce and be of use to other people. And so I show this to my wife Lucy, and we were discussing it and talking about how what a really good writer she's become, and somehow it gets over to the area of my blog, and how and I start saying something about how I don't seem to, I'm not getting any viewers. I don't seem to be, and she says that's because you're selfish. She gives me this long lecture about how selfish I am, because I'd said, well, to hell with it, I'm going to go on doing it anyway, I'm finding it useful. And, and she says, well, the reason that you're not successful is that you're not providing anything for anyone. You're not being of service to anyone. You're not thinking about what is it in your life that you have to offer others that would be of some use to them, of some service. And and she says, well, why do you do music? And she says, it's certainly not because of the $14 you get paid. It has to do with people that you're interacting with, that you bring joy to them as a musician. And well, I hope that's true, and I don't know if that's the reason that I do it or not. I don't know. Perhaps, and then we're talking about, success in the world, and, the blogosphere, and how, I'm saying, well, I'm doing this as a record, to leave a record of something behind. And I thought that it's useful in that sense, and it's useful to me as a way of reflecting upon myself, and to think about, what it is, and that's what's happening. So now I'm being, forced, if you like, into looking at myself and my own selfish motives, and thinking about, well, that's true. I haven't been really concerned about, trying to say something that could be of any use to anybody else, or of having a preconceived idea of what information I might put forward. And I can kind of see how that could be the case. And it's kind of hard, because I'd like to be successful like anybody in the world. We all want that. But what is it that really is success? Is that being of use to someone else? Is that where the success lies, Or is it chasing something of ourselves, And, I don't know the answer to that. My wife Lucy there, she's saying, well, there's a story. If you could tell the story of why it is that you do what you do, that would be of use to people. And, she says, well, how come, you've always, wanted to perform out in public, regardless of, of your state of your know-how. And it's true, and she says it's because I bring this sense of connection, or I'm providing something useful to other people. But I don't know if that's the reason that I did that, in parts of my life. And she said, well, how come you go to the jam and you put up with these old people who can't hear and they can't they're losing their ability to play so well, and why do I put up with that? Why don't I, the me and the audience, would all be happier, if I, brought in a good band. Well, I don't know. I can't just kick people out. No, I said, well, it's because, they show up and they're there, and I make them feel welcome because they're fulfilling their life's purpose and dream, and is that more important than the audience? Well, it's more important in the sense that I'm not going to kick them out. I don't feel like that's my responsibility to do that. So, who am I serving? Am I serving myself? Am I serving the old guys? Am I serving the audience? Am I serving the management? I don't know who the hell I'm serving, and yeah, there's probably is a story in all of that, but I don't know what it is. So when I figure it out, I'm going to start to tell some story about some part of my life and see if any of it's of any use to anyone. Maybe it will be. That would be cool. I'd like that. I'd like to feel useful in life. I'd like to have a life of service, especially if it's partly music.